and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm out in the woods. I'm going to be running some chainsaws. I found a cherry tree the other day and I'm going to get it cut up. We're going to get it home and probably split it up next video. Now I don't know where all of you guys watching are from, but it seems around here the cherry trees are dying. It's not like the ash, but this property I'm cutting on, there's been just a lot of cherry trees die. I don't know what it is. Maybe they just don't live that long, I'm not sure. But I've got a cherry tree here, I'll show you. This thing, as you can see, has been dead for a while. It's got some big holes in it, and maybe I'm just overreacting and this is just normal. I don't know. But one thing I hate about cherry is it doesn't last long. Once it's on the ground, or once it starts taking on water, it goes pretty quick. It seems like a lot of other woods can be sitting dead for a long time before they get punky and nasty. This cherry doesn't take long for the centers to get nasty. But there is a lot of cherry in this woods that you look up and the bark is missing off of. You can tell the thing's dead, kind of like what I'll show you right here. A lot of it looks like that down there where the bark's missing, and you can tell it's starting to take on water and whatnot. Again, not a tree guy, I don't know, but seems kind of concerning. So I came out here today, got the utility trailer and the Defender. I brought the ms261c, which I haven't really used. You know, I've came out and cut wood a lot lately, and I haven't really been using the 462, or I don't even bring the 592, but the 50cc saw is just perfect in the woods. It's nimble, you can walk with it, carry it, it doesn't wear you out quick. So I've been using my 545 a lot lately, but my brother has an ms261, and because I've been using my 545 so much, and I really don't have any desire to use the big saws in the woods, I asked him if I could use this 261 and try it out and just get a different perspective, I guess. I've used the 545 so long and I love the saw, but I figured I'd just see what the 261's all about. So today I'll be cutting with the 261 unless we get some big stuff, and I'll use the 462, but I think the 261 will do good. So I'm going to get into this cherry and I'll cut some and see if it's any good before I go any further. So here's the 261. I'll just show you real quick. It's just all stock. It does have a West Coast muffler port. Probably doesn't make a huge difference. It's got a nice West Coast cover though. Dogs, 20-inch bar. I just sharpened the chain. Should cut pretty good. Well, that worked well. This cherry looks all good. The edge, the very edge, a little moist. That's okay. The center of it's good. And when I'm talking the edge, I'm talking like an inch. There's some of it I think that if it would have sat here any longer, probably wouldn't be any good, but got it. So I think it'll be good. It'll dry out nicely. 261 worked pretty good for that short little amount of cutting. It's just so light. I'm gonna get this stuff loaded up. You don't care to see that. Here's another prime example. Nice straight cherry. Good size. And the bottom of it is cooked. Which, what is terrible is this thing's probably gonna fall into that walnut tree, the wire right there. So that'll make a mess at some point. Need a good wind to knock that down, because I do not feel good about cutting that one. All right, so we moved on to the next area, and I found this big tree uprooted, and just looking through here, it is just wild how, I know the camera's not gonna do it justice, but there's just dead ash falling everywhere, and it just makes a mess, and you can't get to it, and before you know it, the wood's no good, and it's just sitting there. It's a shame. But I've got this big one here. I think I'm gonna try and cut it down there off over the hill. I'm gonna cut it here at the stump, and I'm gonna try to take my winch on my buggy here, and I'm gonna try and pull that up off of the bank there, because as soon as I cut it into rounds, it's gonna roll down and I'm gonna be fighting it. So I don't know if it's possible, and I'm not sure this wood is good, but I'm gonna make a cut into it and see, and we'll go from there. I got that cut, and as expected, when I released it up there, it started to want to roll. So I'm gonna get it hooked up, get some pressure on it, and I might have to cut the edge of this stump off here. That way it can slide past it. So I've got it hooked now, and I'm gonna run it with my winch controller here. Looks like it's gonna turn it, yeah. Buggy's digging in. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. You gotta stand back. Got some junk cable winch. Need to change it out for some rope. Slow process, you get it. So I got it out of the bush there into the trail here, and I'm gonna cut it up, and I think that will definitely fill me up, because these are some big rounds. I got the big tree cut up, loaded up. It wasn't too bad, but it definitely topped off my trailer there. Big rounds, all pretty good stuff. I don't think it's punky or anything. Maybe there's a little bit on the edge, but it's pretty good wood there. So on my way out, I don't want to leave with a partial load. I found this down piece here, which I've cut on this before just to clear the trail, but looks like it's all in the air. It'll be nice to cut. It's probably not taking on a bunch of water. But every time I come out here, it's mainly just drive around and find stuff that's down and clean it up. And I know some of you guys will say you're working way too hard for some firewood, but I genuinely enjoy being in the woods, being in the quiet, running a saw, doing some hard work, get some good exercise. So just finished up, got that cut up, loaded, strapped the wagon here, and that little bit just puts them to bed. Didn't get a whole lot done, but got something done today, so chalk that down as a productive day. I want to get on home, park this thing, and tomorrow I'll split it all up. So I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all you so much. We'll see you next time.